Hello everyone, and thanks for watching Edupedia World videos. This is Sabiuddin Ahmed Siddiqui. Now we are continuing with the lecture, that is association of constructor. We left off on the last program where we understood the creation of programs and the understanding of the Eclipse with the program creation using Eclipse. Now continuing with the association of constructor. Now we have left over here on the very first program. Now I'm just showing you this so that you can get reference from this. Just open this file. Now we left over here so that you can refresh your memory that yes, we had left over here. And then now I'm just closing this and now going to create another project that is known as a constructor, association of constructor. Now go to file, new, because you are creating a new project, Java project. Yes, click on yes, then choose a project name, a constructor. I have kept a to associate association and constructor. You know that constructor itself. Now click on, as you are already aware of this, so I am not again explaining this to you. Now click on finish. That's it. Now you can see the a constructor folder appears here. Click on this and then click on source, then go to add new file. New, you have to add a new class. Click on class and then here you will type a name of the class, that will be a constructor. A constructor. Now I want all this which is enabled modifier, public, Java language object interface I don't want, and I want a public method, yes. And you can see the default package. It is asking for default package. The use of default package is discouraged. That means you don't have to use the default package. Here you have to type the package name in which it will store the class under source folder. Now I am typing AC dot AC constructor, or you can write ac.a constructor. It's okay. Now click on finish. Now you can see the file appeared with the information. As you know that we have to remove unnecessary comments so that the program will go and clean, so as you can understand every instruction written here. Now you are aware of package ac.a constructor, then public class a constructor, then public static void main string args. Again, you know about these three lines. Now I have not written any import statement, and I just make you remember that you have to write the command that is known as import statement, which will import the swing Java swing components. So I'm going to write it. Import Java X dot, you can see it has opened the available libraries or APIs. You can see that is there any swing component available? Yes, you can go down, scroll down, and you will see that yes, there is swing available. So I'm just taking you through the whole list, and you will find this. You will see that okay, yes, then it is coming now. Now you can see Java X dot swing, it is here. Now for example, if you forgot that kind of package you are going to include or which kind of API you are going to include, so just put a dot and then you will see it will enlist all the available APIs. So click on Java X dot swing. Now it is done, and you can see by mistake I have put it under the class name. So just cut and paste it on the top of after the package. Now it's okay, good. Now this is the these are the 4 lines you have created just now. Now moving on to the next statement, that is we are just going to associate a constructor. Now you can see that I am just going to write JFrame JF, that's it. This is the first statement which I have created. Now I am going to write the constructor statement, that is see the name of the class, it is here a constructor. Now the constructor basically is the same name of the main class, that means the program class. Now you can see that a constructor, and this is the constructor created. You can see that. Now I have to write something in it. Now I'm writing JF equals to new JFrame, right. You can see another problem which appeared here, that is by mistake I have again written these statement in the main class, that is why it has appeared with the problem. Now cut this and come here in the main class and then paste it here, so you can see that it is okay now. Basically this is the main method where you call the constructor or call the methods, you instantiate the methods. So that is why it was showing you the red underline, that means there is something going wrong. So just you can see that I have highlighted you that how to track the errors as well. Now we have just declared one JFrame JF object here, and then a constructor, and then JF equals to as new JFrame. Now continuing with this, now adding the button here so that it can appear on the frame. Now JB equals to J button equals to new JB J button JB equals to new J button. Now you can see that the object is created with the name JB. Now if I am going to set the bounds of this JB, that means how long it should be and what would be the height of this J button and what type of look it should have, that means x-axis, y-axis, width and height. So I have to set the coordinates of this JB so that the button can be placed, or when placed on the frame form, so you can see that the appearance of the button. Now you can see that JB dot, you can see I'm just waiting for the APIs to respond. Set bounds bracket close. These are the arguments which you will use for x-axis, y-axis and height and width, or width and height. Basically width comes first, then height. Then x-axis, let's suppose 100 comma 100 comma, let's suppose width is 100 pixels and this is measured in 100 pixels, and height is 50. Now all the coordinates are filled, or the parameters are filled. Now the button is created with the coordinates 100x, 100y, 100 width and 50 is the height. Now coming to the next statement. Now after this, JB dot set size, which size you want. Again let's suppose, this is basically we are going to add the button on the frame. So JF, this is JF set size, let's suppose how it should look like, let's suppose 500x and 400y. So when the JFrame will run, you will see the size of the frame, and I'm just going to add this J button onto the JF. So JF dot add, what to add, this is JB needs to be added, JB. So JB object is added on frame. Now I'm going to just give you the first run so that you can see this. Now you can see one or two more statements needs to be placed here. jf.setLayout, jf.setLayout to null, and we have to just make it null. Basically what it will do, basically it will, as you know that in the previous program, that null will not occupy any direction or alignment. Let's suppose center, left, top, bottom, right. So basically we are nulling the layout. So now here you are going to display the form, that is if you are not setting the form on or true or set visible to true, so it will not display. So now jf dot set visible to true, that means this set visible property is the boolean property where you will just type in true or false. Now if you want to display it, yes, you will be writing true. Yes, this will be now ready to run and form will be displayed on the screen. Now before we do that or before we proceed, so we have to just call the constructor here in the main string class. So now let me check, have I completed all the statements, and also have to check thoroughly while you are writing a program in any of the interfaces such as Eclipse, NetBeans, or any other IDs such as JBuilder and something like that. Now here I have done everything okay. It's now the time to run and call the frame. I am removing the white spaces here. Now public, just I have to write the constructor with the new keyword, new a constructor, that's it. Now the program is done. Now it will associate the constructor with this information, and when I run this program you will see that everything will be okay. Now running this program, go to Package Explorer, right click on the a constructor, then run as, then run on server, no Java application, that's it. Yes, this will appear okay. Now you can see the frame is Java frame JFrame is appear here, and the button is here with null layout, and this is, you can say, 100x 100y, and this is the 100 width, and then the height is 100. So basically this is the collective work of the statements we have collected and we have gathered in the constructor. So this is the frame, and you knew about how to write a program with the association of constructor. So now I am just going to explain you again the importance of remarks. While writing a program you have to write the comments. You can see the first part, package ac.constructor import javax to reference. I am just going to add the comments here side by side. Importing swing library, you can write this. This is the again main program class, starts program class starts here, then this is the object. Now here JFrame declared as JF object, and then you see the constructor starts here, constructor starts here, and you can see that now here reference of JF object with JFrame object instantiation. With object instantiation, JFrame will return the information to JF, and now this becomes the instantiation of the program, JFrame API, right? Or you can just see the comments what is written for jf.swing, jf.frame throws headless exception. So you can see the exceptions as well on moving the cursor on the objects and the, you can say that the APIs objects. So continuing with the further explanation, now here J button, object creation with J button instantiation, button with J button instantiation, or you can just pass the parameters. Let's suppose press the button, you can write in between the brackets. So I'm just going to show you another run so that you can see where does it appear. Then run again, save as Java application, you can see press the button. Okay, so this becomes visible to you. Okay, now closing this, again coming back to the program and writing and setting the comments. Now here setting bounds, that means x y axis with height, width and height values. Okay, so coming to the GF size, now you can even put a single line space over here, so you can easily identify the particular area for form or for other objects. Let's suppose you can just put a remark like this. Let's suppose I'm showing you, let's suppose just put double line comment and put, let's suppose, asterisk over here. That will identify that what have you done here. So you can even do this way. So this is basically we do in most of the programs, and this should be a practice to identify the area so that if you have any problems, so you can easily rectify them. Now coming on to the next part, which is related to the JFrame. Now you can put, let's suppose, form information, or form bound, form coordinates, information oblique or form coordinates, let's suppose, and put the asterisk marks. Now this is so that you can identify easily within the program. Now again you are here setting the size of the form, JFrame, setting the size of the JFrame, and I'm again correcting this frame information or coordinates. Now this is the time where you are adding the button onto the form, or you can just make similar to this so that it can align easily. Adding the J button object onto JFrame. Now here you again setting the layout to null, setting the layout or directions. Layout, I am just bracketing this, directions to null. It will not appear in any of the directions. Then set visible to true. Now making the frame visible to the screen. So this is what the comments tells you about the creation of program. And if by mistake you forgot something, so the program comments will highlight the area where you want to work and what are you doing in a program. So basically this is the good practice while writing a program. And now coming to the public static void main string args. Again now here you're calling the constructor, that's it. And this is the, let's suppose, a constructor ends here, ends here. Then public main class starts here, static main class starts here, and then you have the constructor, calling constructor is here, and then this is the public class, this is the public static main class ends here, and this is the program class ends here. So now this is the whole program. You have seen now how I started and how I programmed it, and I hope that you will also be able to write in a way or in any ways you become master of using Eclipse and of writing the programs. So I am hopeful that if you have seen this clearly and with concentration, so I am hopeful that you will be able to write it standalone. So I hope that you will find this video fruitful for you, and till that time, when the next tutorial comes up, so in the next we will be doing inheritance with the constructor. That means it will inherit the information. So in the next video you will see the inheritance. So I hope you will like this. Thanks for watching.